Okay? Who else want to share? Okay. Is that Sister Blessing, Judge? I want to say something. I'm seeing Sister
I
Nkwachukwuzaga.
just um I actually wanted to say something.
Okay.
The receiving award as a couple, I think it will be of positive impact more than negative, yes. Because it gives them a feeling of how well they are doing. Sometimes we do not think that we are doing well until we are told or recognized. So when we know that, oh, even the effort that we're putting in at some point is being rewarded, that will motivate us to do more. And I think receiving an award as a couple, you know, would improve the relationship of um those two persons more than receiving it as a single person. That way they will want to improve what they've been doing. If maybe they've been thinking of breaking up, because sometimes the challenges of marriage could want to make us make some drastic decisions, knowing that so far so well they have done well and they have gone far. That will keep them going, that will keep them motivated and being appreciated for maybe a period of years that you've been married or some good virtues. It definitely will motivate them to do more.
Okay. So when they know that this award is coming to them as a team, not as individual, right? After that award, they might want to go back and reconcile and move on.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Sister Faith, and then we'll come to Sister Tabitha.
Yeah, so to me, I also like I what would I forgot what I wanted to say. I also, yes, like agree with what Sister Blessing just said. Giving a couple help them to understand that yes, they are doing well and they are better. Not that they are best, but they are doing well and their good works are being recognized. They would help them to also want to do more, like work together as couple, love each other more, and even appreciate each other more in every effort that individual puts in making the family a better one.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. This is Tabitha.
Okay, so I think it's a yes for me. Hello, can I be heard?
Yes, your head.
Okay, so I think it's okay to give awards to couples as well as individual, especially in settings that celebrate service, commitment, or positive examples. I think in so many churches and organizations, they recognize couples, and that has a way of impacting their lives and making their love stronger, making them to want to put more effort in their marriage. And if we look at the scriptures, like I think is it Hebrew 13 or so? It teaches us that marriage is honorable. So I think as believers, we should honor those who serve faithfully. That way we are strengthening them to continue. So I don't think it has any negative impact. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So please, if you can turn on your camera, that will be fine. If it's convenient for you. But if you cannot, it's still okay too. So I just took what's it called? Okay, that was just a small sample survey to know how you feel about it. So if all of us are comfortable with it, then let me share my screen again.
Please, I cannot hear. I don't know if anybody is also having that problem. I cannot hear what's happening.
You cannot hear me? Can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, I can hear now.
Okay, is it the same everywhere? Can you all hear me? You can
Yes,
hear me?
sir, we can.
Okay, great. I don't know why that feedback was coming from, that echo. Um, Let me share. So if everyone is comfortable with that, those who just came in, I was asking to know if it's good to give couples award, like we give award to couples who have been in marriage for some years. Will giving award to couple, not as an individual but as a team, will it make any impact in their marriage? Okay, I think the response has been positive. Let me share this. I have these classes of awards. I have resilient couple, which is 40 years and counting. So I want to make your input to be highly appreciated. Resilient couple, which is 40 years and counting. Okay, for 40 years, we call them resilient couple. Resilient couple navigates life's inevitable challenges, stressors, and conflict by strengthening their bond rather than breaking apart. Okay, I call those ones resilient couple. And I have striving couple, which is I've been considering whether you should do this from 20 years and above, from 20 years to 40 or 25. But for now, it's just 25 there. So I don't know what you think about that. And then I have a marriage mentorship award for couple who consistently supported, counseled, and mentored young couples. So if you have a couple here, husband and wife, who we know have been supporting, encouraging, teaching about marriage, and mentoring young couples, we can give them that marriage mentorship award. Okay, so let's talk about those three first. What do you think about those? And then I see have an individual award like Super Wife or Super Husband Award. This award goes to couple that exceed his or her expectation or role, not just providing as a husband. Let's say um, the man is a widower, right? Yeah, widower, the wife is not there, and the man consistently provided the basic things of life for the children, trying to meet both the man's role and the woman's role in the life of the children. Or maybe the wife is not strong or healthy, and the man is doing everything. Or the same way with the other way around too. The man is sick or not there, and the woman is playing both her role and the role of the man. Do you have such couple? Okay, if you have them, I can give them Super Wife Award. I have one like that. The husband has been sick for like 25 years, bedridden, and the woman is doing virtually everything. She she takes care of both the man's role and her own role. Such spouse can be called a super wife or super husband, and they have quiet strength. The couples are going through quite a lot in life, a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges, but you don't sweat over it. You see them doing things, quiet strength. You don't hear them quarrel about it or nag about the situation, but they quietly move on with life. Then other ones, we have Marriage Advocacy Award. This award goes to anyone who supports this project financially and otherwise. We have Lifetime Partnership Award. Okay, so let's begin with these top ones here. What do you think about this resilient couple, 40 years and counting? Yes, it's a faith. Nwachukwu.
Yeah, I feel this 40 years and counting is deserve the biggest award ever because marriage is not easy. Like I always say, it's not all bed of roses, but for them to go 40 years, no, they have their differences, they have their good days and their bad days, and they still fought through 40 years and still counting. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 40 years. They really deserve a very, very big award. So I would say yes to this. This will have a very big award.
Okay, on the list here, this resilient couple is the highest award. Okay. So who else want to share something about this?
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Uche.
Okay, so yes, in marriage, there's up to 40. They become mentors. First, we have to go learn from them.
Yeah.
So, whatever award that's to be given to them, to me, is almost like priceless. I don't know. I can't lay my hand exactly of the type of award because, like I said, it's something that we cannot just say enough of. Someone or two persons who were able to live up to 40 years in marriage. And the child who is born out of that marriage, they are men. So can you imagine, or women, So invariably, we're saying that I don't know the type of award, so they deserve the award, and also we also deserve to hear from them
Mm.
because they should be reckoned with. Their icons. They're really icons. A marriage of 40 years is an icon. That's to me what I have to say.
Okay. So that's a good award to give. So they are really resilient. It's not easy. When we look at what we're going through in our marriages now, they complain every day. My wife is complaining every day. Me, I'm complaining. And these people have been complaining for how many years and they're still together for 40 years. It's not easy. We need to learn from them, like you said. So they are really resilient. So we need resilient couples in our generation. Sister Pono, go ahead.
Okay. I actually want to talk on the second award, striving couples,
Okay.
25 years plus. From in my own thought, I was thinking to be 25 years in marriage, are they still striving? Don't you think we should bring the number below 25? Let's say from 20. Because to stay in marriage for up to 25 years, you're no longer striving. I feel that you've been able to learn um, everything about marriage and it's okay. So I was thinking for the striving marriage, the striving couples, the number should be lowered, maybe 20. It's okay. 21, 22. But 25, I no longer call it striving couples. That's my thought, though. Thank you.
Sister Pono, it's like you want to jump into that group very soon. You want to get that award very soon.
By God's grace.
Okay, so what do others let me hear from you. What do you think? Yeah, Stafit.
Yeah, I also support what she just said now. Because when I saw 25 years striving,
You're counting like how many years do I have to reach
I
that time?
was like, are they really striving? They've gone beyond they've gone beyond striving. Because if we want to look at people that are striving, like they are pushing on, and people will look at something lesser than 20, like because even though you clock 10, you have tried. Like 10 years, yeah, still you have tried, you've tried. And then 25 years is not striving. No. They've done well.
I hope we're not looking at how many years, 25 years. I still have how many years to receive this award. Let's cut it down so I can receive the award early. Okay. Who else agrees with that? Yeah, because that's what you all the just 2 years. Imagine 25 years. That sounds like millennium. Okay. Was a hand up against was a hand up again? Always want to share
No,
something.
no, no, sir. No, my hand wasn't up. My marriage is
Okay.
not 2 years old. It's just 1 year.
Oh,
So I'm
one
not
year.
even part of. I'm not part of striving self. I'm still learning.
Okay. All right. Who else want to share something on this? Please, let's discuss. Should I cut down to 20? Sister Blessing Asukwo. No, that's question. Sister Blessing. What's the husband's name again? No.
Igaja.
Yeah, so can you say something?
Okay, I go with the other persons for the striving couples. I think is the award is supposed to be the years supposed to be lowered to say 10 years because yes,
Okay, go ahead.
they're
So,
still new, they are striving.
mhm.
They've not, in fact, you can't learn everything about marriage, but you still have young children with you. If you have children in the house, if you have children, you still have young children, so you're still battling with raising them.
Mhm.
So that's why I think it should be lowered to 10, 10, 15.
Some people want to get this award very fast. 15, if you get 15, which means me, I'm just, how many years am I married? I should be getting the award. I'm not a, 15 years, blessing. You need to work hard to get to 25
Okay,
years.
I love this married mentorship award. It's really beautiful to appreciate people who stand by other persons to support their marriage and even counsel them. I mean, sometimes they are unseen, but
Yeah,
with this award, they'll feel appreciated.
very true. Very true. So, President Wahan, you're here. Can you share something? Uche, can you say something? What do you think? Do you think she should be up to 20? But me, I'm not going for 10, 15. Blessing wants to get this very quickly. No. She has to work very hard.
Me, I'm not getting it quick. Oh, I'm just 1 year and some
Uh,
months in marriage. Oh.
yes, so that's what I'm saying now. So we need to work very hard.
Okay.
Uche, what do you think?
Yes. The
What do you think?
let's lower it. Marriage up to 25 and above. I think it's gone beyond striving as much. When we talk about striving, is a situation which is believed to be, try to put things together, still learning to work together, trying to make decisions that you know juggle between, or you know take care of family, making sure there is this balance and all that. Let me put up a scenario: a couple are married, they maybe have maybe 4 or 5 children or 3 children, and maybe first son is 20 something years, or first daughter 20 something years, like maybe at 23. It will depend on how when the child start bearing child, and maybe you have the last one at 11 or 14. At that moment, if they were business engaged, it's probably believed that these children can adequately, somewhat, take care of themselves. So at that time, so that marriage is no longer like a striving as much. It's about they're now working on, okay, making sure that the children or future of the children are stable somehow, somewhat. They've already learned so much within, let's say, 5 and 20, about that range. So coming down from 20 or below, it could be seen as striving. You know, marriage. Once two people are in love, no matter how old they are, they will always be jealous of themselves as long as they are concerned. So, but we're looking at that scenario. I mean, that's to me, just looking at that, within what age now can marriage be striving? Are you striving for what? To be together? In what aspects, and how to navigate through life and each challenges, take care of the children. If you're not there, who is going to stand in for the child or the children? If you're not there, who's going to stand there? So in this premise, I think these are where major decisions are made. If money comes, how are you going to get them dispense? So these are some factors that looked at. So when couple has gone beyond even if one naira come now, they know how they're going to do it. It means that this people are past it. And within that time, about 25 years or more a bit, these people have, I think they can tell you how you could do things. So it's not more of, I think, let me use the, okay, below 25, let's say 20 downwards, could be seen as striving, maybe 10, 15, and 20 could be striving, because these are the peak of decision making, peak where children will be making choices, peak where you cannot leave your children for somewhere, where at least anyhow you be, you will have to come back. I'm just trying to, let me speak this pidgin. So those are where I'm looking at. So I think it's also good to look at it maybe somewhat 20 downwards or 25 downwards, because marriage up to 25 years, not a woman. Just we have couples who are married, so it means that at 25 of years of marriage, you can probably be a grandfather, or a grandmother, or grandparents. So at that moment, you're not really as much as you're striving. So that's what I mean. And even looking at the resilience, that of 40, what do we mean by resilient? Because I'm trying to look in, have meaning in the words. Those people say for that they don't graduate. If you look at it, like you graduated, so it's no longer that resident. So but whatever. But I think it's also let us look at it between 25 downward a little, or 20 downward a little.
Okay, so
But I can't be specific.
I've pegged it at uh, 20.
Maybe,
So
maybe 20.
20, so
Yeah,
strike with 20.
maybe 20. Yes. Because I'm trying to look at somebody in, I don't know, in Nigeria, we have national health some regulations, or who could have something to say. So some are suggesting even quite below that, between 5 years and 15. Some people are, I've seen some few bodies who are like looking at married to be striving, at that particular range of age. So, but 20, no problem. No
Okay.
problem. Yes.
All right. President Wahan, are you here with us? Let's share something. Do you agree with this?
Yeah, I'm here. A bit busy though, but
Okay.
um, yeah. So yeah, I think I agree with what they have been saying though, because 20 years, is it 25 years
We'll
for
drop it.
striving?
Yeah, it was 25 years, but others are saying, majors are saying 20 years and a little below.
25 years was that one is too much, right? That one is too much because just the way they have said there are stages in marriage, and striving, it's like you're going through some of the new challenges and trying to overcome them and become adapt yourself in those new things you see in marriage. So someone that is still adapting after 25 years, that one is somehow it's not. I believe the person would have known enough and adapted to a considerable number of things in the marriage. So 25 years is way, 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 way more. 20 years, it's if not that we have the majority at 20. Would have said, okay, let's just keep it there. 20 should be the apex for that category.
Okay, so from 20 before 40, anybody from 20 and above is under striving couple. Remember that marriage is for eternity. So 25 years cannot be seen as master class because eternity is the goal. Remember. So how can we be 20 years in marriage and thinking that we know a lot and that somebody in 40 is still striving. Even in mortality, we're all striving. At whatever age, we are striving.
Okay, if you go by that yardstick, if that's the yardstick for the judgment, it definitely, you're looking at different angles together, because we're looking from our own human perspective, and from our own human perspective, though we're not removing the gospel, though, however, we're looking at, with as mortality as mortals, being in these particular shoes, what can we say now that you've been able to do to be able to get this? So if you go by eternal perception, as in, eternally, I think that, well, I don't know, but I don't, for even I don't, may not be able to be looking at that aspect, because
Okay.
if you're a grandfather, yeah, if you're a grandfather, a grandma, or grandparent, definitely you are a graduate. Let me use that word, a graduate in that aspect, because no matter how it is, there are goals. This award, like I said, is not the marriage of an institution as marriage is endless one. Yes. However, the players need encouragement, just like we're trying discussing now. Encouragement is whatever that's going to help them when they look back. It's okay. I need to overlook this apart from the gospel, backgrounds and some other aspect that will help them stay together. But when they look at, oh, actually, people are watching us, people are looking at what we're doing, they will say, okay, like we have to be stronger. It's a motivation. So in that aspect, I feel that at 20, you guys are, I mean, you're great.
Okay.
Also, not overlooking the circumstances around us today. I know that by like a marriage institution, the enemy is actually fighting that, this time. We are having a high rate of divorces every now and then. But thank God with the gospel and those who continue to bear these, make these sacrifices, we're still together. But we because have to look at it holistically. So that's why I say if you come to that aspect, well, you can use it as a yardstick. I don't know, but that's my take. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, what do you think about this individual couple award? Super wife, super husband, quiet strength. What do you think of those?
Yes, in fact, it's a good one. Also, thank you for that idea. There are good single parent. When I mean, well, super, like you said, individual. It may be widower, or those who their partners have one issue or the other, or have not been active as much as supporting the other, in all ramification as to making the marriage, or yeah, become something better. But they still put their faith, they still stand to make sure that family is still there in the rain, in the sun, and all that. It's good that they're given award. It's good that they've been encouraged, because it's not everyone. I and my wife were talking about someone Sunday. You can imagine the situation of the wife, the husband, doing a lot. Now the children are grown. You know, In fact, my uncle is also part of them. So it's not easy for one partner to stand strong to continue to bear the grunt, you know, sourcing, acting feminine. I don't want to use the word feminine, but the rules that are assigned to women and all that, but they still do it. And also the wife. We also have some men who have issues that, as we mentioned earlier, and you see them running around, making sure, putting together, and still make sure that everything is upheld. They deserve their award. They need to be encouraged. They need to be, let know that people look up to them, that they shouldn't give up in good doing. That's a good idea, please. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for helping to record that. So here, like like I said earlier too, we're looking for women who lost their husband many years ago and they remained faithful. Okay, and they took the responsibility of the man and their own responsibility together to parent their children. Okay, so we're looking for people like that who didn't misbehave
But
because of the
sorry,
death.
sorry. What's the range of age? Do you have any time, or range of age to which you're going to use to give this award, or I don't know, I'm asking.
Yeah, that's a very good question, Uche. I did consider that, but I think it shouldn't be 1 year because somebody can change after 1 year. So we can say this individual couple award can be for, let's say, 10 years or let's say 5 years, so that after 5 years, let's say within 5 years, this person has been faithful, has been very hardworking and resilient and raising her children or his children, even without the support of the other person or despite the other partner's condition. This person has actually maintained good, being a good parent or good wife. So we can say 5 years. What do you think? I just want to understand. I'm going to sure every person understand this idea. So can we have others comment as well? Let me be sure you understand this idea and if you catch this vision. Which you do understand what I said? So I don't really have a year, maybe 5 years or so. So anyone can share your idea about this.
Okay, 5 years. Yes, 5 years and more. 5 years. Yeah, it's okay.
Or 10
It's
years.
good. 10 years is excellent. Well, even if not excellent, but
Please,
10
10
years
years, 10
are
years
really,
is
really,
too much.
it's very good.
10 years is too much because for someone to suffer or go through struggle for 5 years, this is 1 days, 2 days, 3 days. I think that 5 years is okay. You shouldn't take it up more than that.
To feel,
You know,
to feel appreciated.
put yourself in their shoes. It's not sweet for someone to suffer. So it's not sweet for someone to suffer. So I wasn't even looking at the age range. But if we want to use age range as a criteria, 10 years, please, is too much. If
Okay.
we suffer 10 years, we
what
don't
what
know what
what,
it
what I
means.
mentioned, what I talked about, you know,
It's too much,
you know,
please.
what I talked about age range, it's not does not. I'm only emphasizing the fact that okay, to what limits? Because, like I said, that those who the word now resilience, came to play, where something happened in the marriage, and because this is life, anything can actually happen. 1 year, 2 year, they're there. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, six. They are there. Some would like, oh, I can't think I can cope with that. We cannot blame the person because everyone is not the same. So, but we're looking at something that is okay from this point. You can say yes. Okay, let's look at the. Everyone is wonderful. Everyone is encouraged. But 5 years, I think, is okay for me. Because if you consider in terms of those who are widows or widowers, I mean, it's a great whole lot. Because when we talk about relationship, we also consider emotional factors, and that's where even the whole thing anchors sometimes, because emotionally, when issues have come and there's these emotional issues, it's not always easy to continue that race. So, but there are those who, despite these odds, continue. So I think we even have them, so our members who are going through this thing. Their partners are living but not meeting up as expected, and yet they are there, fostering and making sure everything moves. So I think, regardless, 5 years, if you have to use this thing, what is a very good one, it's a great one.
But remember that
That's my take.
remember that we're going to choose. If you have 5 years, I have 10 years, and I have somebody of 20 years, what do you think? If we're not going to
Yeah,
give,
the
But
grade
I
has
mean,
to be now. The grade has to be based on, like whether you like it or not. The grade will not be the same. The grade will not be the same, or the award will not be the same. All it is just to be to encourage them, but it may not be the same. Those who have stayed up to 5 years or below, and see someone who stayed up to 6 and above, and say, oh, if this person can make it this way, it could also it could encourage the person to go further. So that's my own take.
so Sapano, go ahead.
okay, brother Mimi, I actually wanted to say something on that. If we have someone that's resilient for 5, 10, 15, um, all of them should be given the award, but there should be a limit for that of 5 years, for that of 10 and 15. Now, if someone that has been suffering for 5 years, let me use the word, sorry, for 5 years, if you actually recognize him or her, will boost, will give him that morale, him or her, that strength to keep pushing. So we should not just blank them out because theirs is just 5 years. I think
Look, can you hear me?
Please,
Mercy.
I want to say something.
Sapano, sorry.
Hello?
Okay, go ahead.
yes. Hello, sir.
Yes, it looks like I lost
Okay,
audio.
okay, can I say something?
Yes, please go ahead. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I don't know if I got it right, but the perception I'm having here is that the person has to be suffering. Is that is the mindset that the person has to be suffering through at those years.
No,
I don't think I don't know if I got this right, but that should not be the basis. It shouldn't be the criteria that the person has to suffer until 5 years or 10 years or anytime we want to peg it. Okay. Someone who is widow that has lost her husband must not suffer to train up the children. Okay. If I will have a number of them who are doing well, training up the children, I think the thing should be meeting up with the responsibilities, okay, for your kids, being focused on your kids. They must not suffer. Some of them will be doing well in terms of finances, okay? And the other areas of talking to the children, ensure they talk and correct them and all of that. Then the other side is the time. The time, I feel that there should be a benchmark. If it's 5 years, then whoever that has gotten to that point and beyond, fine. But there should be a minimum point or a minimum mark at which whoever gets to that point can be eligible to receive the award. Okay. So that is from me.
yeah, thank you. So, thank you for correcting that. This is not about whether the person is suffering. We just want to say the couple, the husband or the wife, has done beyond his or her own role for the
Can,
good of the
can I
family.
say something?
It's like exceeding expectation. The expectation for me as a husband is to provide, to protect, to preside, right, and to be there. So, and then my wife is to nurture, right, and take care of the home. So, if I'm doing beyond, if I'm doing more than my own role, that is exceeding expectation, which may be because of my wife's health. I now do play my role and also play her role. And I've been doing this consistently and without, and people have noticed, you have noticed me that Brown May's wife maybe is not strong. And for these years, he's been doing this and it doesn't really appear to him as if it's a big deal. My children I still take my children to school, bring them back, take care of them, do every other thing. I'm supposed to go to market. You see me in the market, I buy food stuff, I cook, I serve, and you know, I'm doing my work and that of my wife's work, and you notice it. So you're giving me an award as a super person, like a super husband or father, because of my able to do my own role and beyond. The same the other way around too for the wife, not about suffering. You understand? I give you an example. I have a couple in Dakota West whom I know. The husband died more than 20 years ago. And this woman alone raised all her children. Almost all of them are graduate now. She didn't remarry. She had her children, and she has played the role of both the wife and the husband in love with these children for these years. So those kind of couple need to be appreciated, need to be recognized. So they know that people are aware of of what they are doing for their family. That is the idea of that simple individuals award. So if you do it for somebody, for a sister who is going through that for just 1 year, what if the following year the person decides to now leave? Like the person decides to, in a Nigerian language, come forehand. Yeah, so 1 year is too early to know whether this man can actually run the family without the wife. Okay, so let's go ahead. Uche, go ahead.
Thing I, yes, I think Rebecca, yes, I know we should not target suffering, but you can't take it away out of it. What is the context of suffering? When you're passing through distress, any of them, but even if there's money, what of emotional? So when there's this discomfort and stress that shouldn't have been somehow or somewhat when they are both together, working together, when there's strength, both strengths were coming to meet to be able to execute. Now it becomes one person's, no matter how much, whatever it is. So we can't take away suffering from it. The woman you make an example where, if it comes to narrate what he or she passed through to do those things. For instance, we earlier time when the program started, we looked at the role of a father or a couple, the roles of these couples. We all have roles, and whether we like it or not, when I start doing what my wife should have been doing for me, it's not going to be a palatable thing, even if I know how to do them. If my wife starts doing what I can do, it's not going to be favorable in any time. So either of them, no matter the word, is still, you have to understand what suffering means. So it is, if you don't suffer physically, emotionally, or whatever. So as long as a person like a wife who becomes a widow in the long run or whatever, try to do something within the time being, like you say, 5 years, was able to endure these 5 years and still carry on without, even though he complains inside of her, but still have this courage, encourage herself and himself to continue, keep striving. It deserves a award. Like I said, like we say, it deserves a award. If there are 5 years beyond and all that, it deserves a award. Like we also stipulated here that the awards will not be the same to those who have gone beyond 5 years, up to 10 years, 20 years, who are grandmothers or grandparents, or should also be given different award in that order. Those who are coming up, who in one way that are fortunate to find themselves in that situation, can still borrow leave and say, okay, if this can happen, I can still do it. The gospel today, the scriptures we learn and know that we are pioneers who must have been able to make establishment in one way that we learn from them. That's the encouragement. That's the encouragement we're having today, based on what they've gone through, based on the things we've passed through. By the time we remember how they were able to navigate these situations, we don't not pick strength from theirs and go ahead. That's the essence of this award. So to me, 5 years and above at least. So suffering is part of the factor. It will definitely be considered. However, thank you.
Thank you. Esther Jacqueline, welcome back. I hope you're following up our discussion. Sisobono, go ahead. Sisobono, go ahead.
Okay, sir. To add to what Brother Uchenna said, the encouragement part. If someone is going through tough times under 1 year, and then we say we use the Nigerian word, in go four hands. If peradventure, let's think about it, we recognize this person and we give him or her the award, don't you think we give him or her the award alongside with other people that have gone through tough times for 5, 10, 15 years? Don't you think that that award itself can help that person not to fall our hands in the near future? Can actually keep that person going. It's not just because the person has gone through a tough time for just 1 year. If we see that person that, oh, nobody is meant to suffer, but if it comes and you embrace it, even if it's for 1 year, it's something. And then even under that, you're being recognized. I kid you not, it can serve as a boost for that person not to derail along the line. It can actually help that person to keep going. If people are going through this 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, mine is just 1 year and I'm still being recognized. Okay, I think I need to move on. I think I need to keep pushing. That can actually help. That can actually help.
Okay, so
thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Bono. That is very clearly stated. So people who receive award actually merit the award. Award is not just given just because we want to encourage, but people actually merit it. Okay, so let's pick it at 5. Yeah, want to get everybody, but more that if you want to do that to everybody, almost everybody, a lot of people get award. and it will not longer be something that you look towards. Award is usually something that people want to work towards getting, want to qualify for it. So let's not make it very common that anybody can just get it because it's very available. So let's keep it the way that those who actually go through the experience are the ones who will get that award. So 5 years is not a very long time. People want to reward them because of their excellent work, because they're supposed to be mentors to others. They're supposed to be mentors to those who are struggling. So if somebody stays for 5 years doing something that is unprecedented, that is not common, that person need to be heard and appreciated so that the person can be um, like an advisor to the rising generation. Okay, so we'll keep that at 5 years, right? So, Bob, do you agree?
Yes, sir. I agree.
Okay. All right. So now this quiet strength is the last one I'm talking about. This quiet strength, I don't really know what got to my mind when I mentioned quiet strength. What would you consider a quiet strength award? And then remember that this other one's an award given to people anyone who sponsors. Like we're going to have these awards we're given in a live an in-person program, not online like this. But if the recipients are far away from Port Harcourt, they can join virtually. But it will be an in-person physical education ceremony. Okay, so all those who contribute to the event, maybe the food, the decoration, any other thing will be given as marriage advocacy award and lifetime partners award. But let's come back to this one, quiet strength award. What do you think this will mean? To be frank, when I came up with this, I can't really say what it is. Blessing, Regala, Sister Igala, Igaja, what do you think this will mean? Quiet, quiet strength award. Sister Tabitha, those who have not spoken. Sister Ankwachuku, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so
Sister
for me, I
Igaja,
don't know, but what I feel is going to be for those that they really do work underneath. Like you don't really see like of them being the one that is provider of the family. They don't really like they're not too they don't show off. They don't show off all the things that they do, but they are indeed great partners, great spouse to their wife. Like they don't really show off. They are the ones that they don't ask for you to do something before in the house before they do it. Like I don't know. To me, that's what it means to me. Like people that they don't really show off what they do, but they are the main supporter in the house. Like they are the main provider, but you cannot know. Like let's say a mother that actually she's the one that takes the whole responsibility in the house, but when she wants to tell the children, tell your daddy thank you, but she's the one that bought it. But she'll still ask them to go and tell their dad because she feels the dad should be the one to take the thank you more than her. I feel that's what to me, that's what I can define it to.
okay. Yeah, Sister Igaja, Sister Tabitha.
Okay, for me, I would say that quiet strength would be the silent power of love in marriage, patience you exhibit in marriage, faith and loyalty that keeps a couple united even during difficult times. So oftentimes you see when a partner or one of the couple would choose peace instead of argument, and probably support their spouse during the most excruciating, difficult times. So that's what I think quiet strength could refer to.
Okay. Okay, any person will share. Uche, do you want to share something about what you think about quiet strength? There's one, okay, you say you're in the meeting. Sister Blessing, can you say something now? Can you share something with us? Okay. Now let's talk. So we've agreed on resilient couple, 40 years and counting, striving couple, 20 years, and then super mother, super father, super spouse, and then this quiet strength. So um one is the general conference is first week of April. So this event, I'm looking at around 11th of April. What do you think as the day when this award will be given? Hello, am I alone here?
No, sir.
Okay. Network has a way of making you look like.
I hear you.
Okay. So I'm looking at what do you think? Around 11th of April. Do you think it will be a good time? Between 28th of April. No, let's be. I'm sorry, 28th of March. Oh no, let's keep it at 11th of April. 11th of April, we're going to have this event in person. The location will be, I'll talk with the state president of Choba State to see if we can use that cultural area for this event. Remember, that it's not like it's a church, it's not a state program, it's comparable program. But I think I'll talk with my secretary, we can use a cultural center to have this event. So what I'm asking you not to do is, can we get recommendations for those who are 40 years? Can you identify those persons who are 40 years in marriage and still counting, 40 years and above? Can we do a short interview about them? If you have anybody who is 40 years in marriage, not 40 years, but 40 years in marriage, really 40 and above, can we do a short interview about them? I'm going to drop the questions we're going to ask them in that interview, and then send it out to me. We're going to meet again, so we'll all listen to all of those interviews. And then for striving couple to also get those couple who are 20 years and older, less than 40, but for 20 and above, they can receive that award. And then for this other couple, super wife, super husband, super mother, and super dad award. Want to hear their story. Those are special people, want to hear their story. Okay, so that we can recognize them. So when you get their story, please also send it out to me. Maybe let's keep on hold this quiet strength award. I'm saying it's not still very clear what we're looking at, because from the explanation, it still ties under super mom or super dad award. Then you can also talk with any individual who wants to be part of this program, who wants to see how during that award day, okay, who want to provide any kind of sponsorship, okay, just send my contact to them. Let me talk with them and know what they're willing to offer, as in what they're willing to do for us on that day. So, do you have any question about this? How to go about all of this?
Sir, please, I wanted to ask, what time will it be on the 11th?
11, I think evening is the best time for everybody. 11 is Saturday.
Okay. Yes, it's
Okay.
on a Saturday.
On Saturday, and then we know that chapel cleaning, marriages, burials, all those things are going to happen. So we can keep it at we say 2 p.m. What do you think?
Okay, sir. Because our award is actually going for temple trip. That's 11. That's why I'm asking.
Okay. Yeah. So Lucas are always very busy. So anybody has anything to say before we wrap up this meeting? Is there something you want to share with us or with me? Like your observation so far or your feelings about all of this? Okay. Hello, Sister Bola, can you hear me? Brochina, can you hear me? Sister Jacqueline, Tabitha, can you hear me? Sister
Yes, I
Mohan,
can
can you
hear
hear?
you.
Okay, so let me get your final feelings about whole of this as we close. Just everybody, what's 1 minute? Let's say something about all of discussed and about what
Okay,
we
my own is on the silent. Sorry, unfortunately, I went out. With my phone, I was disconnected.
okay.
I don't think silent is tied in, but they just that looking at the different angle, it's not tied in because in the other one, in Super Award, their situations are known. Silent is the situation might not be known, which
Which
will be
one?
best
What
between
strength?
this quiet, sorry, there's not silence, quiet strength. In the situation might not be known. The other super they are known. With the we mentioned them, either widowers or the partner is sick or whatever that made him incapacitated the partner, not be able to function the way he should or she should. But the other one is that two of them are still there, maybe temporarily. This happened within them. Maybe the man lost his job, like there are sister side. So these are inside, where nobody knows actually who is who. But however, it's believed that each of them are performing well. So that is where they're not tied in, but it's just that how do you know if they didn't tell you? So those are the things to look at, not really that they're
Yeah, but
tied in. No, me,
but
I didn't see tied in.
I think that
It's about because if you say okay, yeah, you know that this man is not working or this lady is not doing that, that man is doing it. The question is, how did you know? Who told you? Did any of the partner told you that this? So, to me, that's where me. If you ask me, that's the where I would look at it. The reason it might not fly, but not tied into super is actually obvious. Two of them are different things from your explanation. That's what I think.
yeah. All right, so let's hear from every other person. Just soundbite as we wrap up. Any soundbite? It's exactly, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to say that I agree with what the brother just said now. Because when something is silent, it's not known. So it's quite different from the super mom and super dad or super husband and super wife. So I think that award is quite different from the other ones. And I also wanted to ask, so when with the nomination, are we supposed to nominate? Is the nomination restricted to those only in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints?
Okay, that's a good one. Should we start from there first? Let's start from there first. Let's start from there first, and then maybe the next one, the next episode, next year, we can go outside. What do
Okay,
you?
sir. Noted.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm thinking. So what do you think?
So please, to add to that question that Sister Tabitha just asked, is it also just within Port Harcourt alone or
As
any area with
any area, anybody outside Port Harcourt can join us virtually. The awardees can join us virtually. Does that answer your question, Mr. Nkwajibu?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, Sister Bruno.
Okay, I will actually agree to what Brother Meme said. Let's start from within for for now, and then maybe next year or look outside. Let's recognize our own first.
Okay. Sister Bita, would that be okay like that? Or do you think
Yes, I think that will be good, sir.
that would be good?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right, so this is what we'll do. You send me you can make your findings. Okay. Send me the names of those persons, their contacts. So I will reach out to them myself and I'll do the interview. Maybe I can go with you to do the interview, but I would like to do the interview. Okay, so it will be really uniform organized. So get those names, your nominees. Okay, get their phone number, get their address, their full name. Okay, and their unit. Would that be okay? Would that be okay? And is that all that we need to talk about? Anybody else say something else?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So remember that we have a lot to do with all of this of the program. We still need people to volunteer to do some things. Okay. If there's any of you here too is willing to do anything to make that program successful, just let me know what you can contribute to that. It could just be um, anything that will just make it, if it's coming to arrange the chairs that day or to decorate the hall or anything at all you think you can do, or or speak to somebody around you whom law, family, um, or marriage and family related thing. So the person want to be part of this project, so we can really make it huge. My plan is to make it really a memorable experience. Okay, I know it won't be as glamorous as the one we used to see on TV for now, or it might even be safe, but I know it will come up good. All right, thank you so much, brothers and sisters, for your time for this meeting. Let's close with a prayer. And Roche, are you in a comfortable place to offer us prayer? Okay, Sister Bono, are you in a comfortable place to offer us a closing prayer?